By the time of the American Revolution, Connecticut had more enslaved Africans than any other New England colony, mostly because of its growing agricultural industries. In 1774, the area we now call Fairfield County had the largest percentage of enslaved Africans in Connecticut. Many indigenous people were also enslaved at this time. In Fairfield, Connecticut, most slave-holding households were families of moderate wealth, ministers, public officials, and other prominent members of the community. Enslaved Africans did domestic, agricultural, and artisan work. The women often worked in tailoring and childcare, and men were predominantly assigned to farming, tending animals, and tasks associated with trades like making shoes or hats. African Americans, including some Fairfield residents, served in Connecticut regiments during the Revolutionary War, and some earned freedom for their service. But for most enslaved African Americans, freedom was unattainable. Connecticut first began to address slavery in 1774 by banning the importation of enslaved people. Little is known about Prince and Prime, two enslaved black men who lived in Fairfield in the late 1700s, but the two men helped create a remarkable document that expressed the desire for liberty felt by enslaved people throughout Connecticut. In 1779, Prince and Prime worked with Fairfield Judge Jonathan Sturges to petition the Connecticut General Assembly for their freedom. Their petition drew inspiration from the Declaration of Independence that had been drafted only a few years before.
To the Honorable General Assembly of the State of Connecticut. Although our skins are different in color from those who we serve, yet reason and revelation join to declare that we are the creatures of that God who made of one blood and kindred all the nations of the earth. We perceive by our own reflection that we are endowed with the same faculties with our masters, and there is nothing that leads us to a belief or suspicion that we are any more obliged to serve them than they us. And the more we consider of this matter, the more we are convinced of our right, by the laws of nature and by the whole tenor of the Christian religion, so far as it has been taught to us, to be free. We have endeavored rightly to understand what is our right and what is our duty, and can never be convinced that we were made to be slaves.
While Prince and Prime were unsuccessful in their petition, their words expressed the hypocrisy of a country declaring its liberty while so many people remained enslaved. Prince and Prime's petition helped prompt Connecticut's legislators to consider the rising anger among enslaved people towards a government that claimed to be fighting for freedom. The effort of those two men and others contributed to the passage of the 1784 Gradual Emancipation Act, which stated that enslaved people born in Connecticut after 1784 would legally be free when they reached the age of 25. By 1790, the state's black population was half free and half enslaved. However, many slave owners found ways to work around the law and keep African Americans in bondage. The full abolition of slavery in Connecticut would not come until 1848, just 13 years before the start of the Civil War.